Friends, how do you like the idea of working through old destructive beliefs in just 5 minutes? That will be the topic of our video. I will really try to give you two ways, two methods, one faster and one deeper. How to independently work through those beliefs that you seem to think are impossible to change. For example, I feel like I'm not enough. I don't believe I can do it. I feel like I won't succeed, that I'm not enough, that I'm not important, and so on. Or I feel like money is hard to come by, that success isn't for me, that I won't be chosen. These are nothing more than beliefs. It seems that on the one hand, I understand the importance of what I need right now, but on the other hand, I don't believe in it. Because a belief is nothing more than my truth, my reality, what I believe in. That's why certain difficulties arise. A lot of different tools and methods have been devoted to this. There are various branches of psychology, but I often see that it's very difficult to deal with this. Today, I will share a method that I have deeply realized in my therapeutic work. It is actually very simple and very effective. So why is it so difficult to work through your own beliefs? Because as we said, this is my truth. This is what I believe in. How can you saw off the branch you're sitting on? How can you get out of what you are in? That is, in fact, in order to deeply work through your belief, to break this old, unnecessary connection, you need to look at it from the outside, to understand this connection in general, to understand how it appeared and what it actually carries within itself. Before we move on to the practical part, which will be brief, let's try to connect a few very important concepts together. Worldview, that is the picture of the world, my way of thinking, and my beliefs, my attitudes. Look, worldview, the picture of the world, is how things are. It is in fact the very foundation of everything. Because this is precisely my system of views, attitudes, and beliefs through which I perceive reality, what reality is for me, what it is that I interact with, how I interact with it, and how I interpret it. In other words, worldview is like those puzzle pieces, the ideas about everything in this world that together form my picture of the world. Thinking Yisa is what exists within the framework of this worldview. Thinking is what allows us to actively engage in the process of analyzing, interpreting, making sense of information, explaining everything, arriving at certain logical conclusions, and developing specific patterns of behavior. In other words, you could say that thinking is what exists within our worldview and what takes various pieces and connects them into a logical, coherent structure through which we try to explain a particular decision, our behavior, actions, and so on. You could say that thinking is a set of beliefs and attitudes. But what if my worldview as a set of beliefs and attitudes is incorrect? What if they do not reflect reality? This means that, in the process of thinking, I operate with incorrect things, which ultimately leads to incorrect outcomes, and so on. In other words, I think the logic here is obvious. That's why our task is to thoroughly, fundamentally, and deeply work through our beliefs. Because if we look at our thinking, we can say that there is a basic default mode of thinking. This is what happens automatically, and it always matches exactly with our worldview. In other words, we do not go beyond what we do not understand. Critical thinking is the ability to be open to other opinions, the ability to go beyond your own thinking and try to reconsider something. This is important. Now, why is it difficult to work through beliefs? Because first and foremost, no matter how you look at it, it is still an unconscious element. I have convinced myself of it, and I do not question it. For example, I know that I will not succeed. I feel that I am unworthy. I do not believe that I will achieve it. I do not believe that I deserve to have it. Or for example, I don't believe that such women or men exist, and so on. In other words, there are certain beliefs. They are the result of some kind of experience. They are a kind of unconscious element, and you need to work through them partly as unconscious elements because it is difficult to work on a logical level with something that has unconscious causes. But I will try to help you with this now. What are we going to do? From this point, we will begin the practice. From here, we will use two techniques. One is simpler, shorter, but very effective on the go, and the other is a bit deeper, takes longer, and is more effective because it allows you to work through even deep-seated beliefs, such as certain reactions or behavioral patterns. What are you doing right now? Each of you, think about which destructive belief is holding you back in a particular area. Which one is currently limiting you the most, acting as an obstacle on your path or in something that is important to you? I'll just give you a simple example now, a very simple example, so that you can choose your own belief. Yes. And I will work with my own belief. So, look, I'll take the belief. I don't believe that I can do it, that I will succeed. That's just an example I chose. And each of you pick your own belief right now, the one that feels like you can't break it and it's holding you back. Pause the video if you need more time. A belief that really holds you back in some specific way that doesn't let you move forward, for example, or solve something. Do you have it? Have you chosen your belief? What do we do next? Watch closely. Close your eyes and say it out loud. I'll say mine. I don't believe that I will succeed, that I will achieve it. If necessary, we repeat it again. I don't believe I can do it, that I will achieve it. Next, we turn to the body and look for a response in the body. You need to find where in the body there is a response, confirming this belief. There are 3 types of confirmation. First, I feel that something is pressing on me. My body feels restricted. For example, a stone, a tile, a slab, a grate, a net, chains, and so on. That is, when I say this belief, I feel as if something is restricting my body. That's the first one. Second, I feel some kind of pain inside. Third, I feel some kind of lack inside, some emptiness, as if something is missing. For example, I feel like I won't succeed. Yes, you see, that's exactly the feeling of emptiness. Notice that because of this, you feel either something restricting your body or something hurting, or as if there's some emptiness inside. Do you feel it? Where in your body do you feel it right now? Now try to see what image comes to mind of what is restricting you. First. Second, what mental image do you have of either the wounds you feel inside yourself or of something that creates physical pain in your body? For example, a knife, an arrow, and so on. And the third option, what image do you have of inner emptiness, as if, mentally or metaphorically, something is missing inside? Did you see it? Pause the video. Got it? Good. Now, let's move on. Imagine yourself as the person who believed in this conviction and is experiencing these inner sensations. What version of yourself do you see who believes in this conviction and feels these sensations in the body? You can pause the video, okay, and figure it out. So that's you. Maybe a child, a teenager, or some other version of yourself. And here are the sensations that he is experiencing. You can imagine him repeating this belief. And now feel, does this belief really belong to him? I mean, is it really coming from him? Yes. So what do? Now, it's as if we approach that version of ourselves who believed in this conviction. We take him by the hands, give him a hug. I am you. You are a part of me. I hear you. I've come to help you. I know why you came to believe in this conviction. Next, establish contact with him. Stay with him for a while. Then return. Let's go back to the image, either of the limitation that affects and constrains the body. That's the first option. Or to the image of pain, the wound, what hurts and causes this pain. Or to that, the metaphorical image of what now is missing inside. The first option. Let's see if anyone has an image of something that externally restricts the body. Look at this image. Establish contact with it. For example, it's a cage. Say to it, you are not a part of me. I am not you. I see you, and you will no longer be able to influence me. And let it go. Watch as it disappears. The second option, if there is a wound inside, direct some kind of healing flow there. Watch until the wound disappears. If it is an image that causes pain, let go of it. A knife, an arrow, and so on. Observe this process. The third option, if you feel emptiness inside, metaphorically, return to yourself what is missing there. Did you do it? Now look at what happens to your part when you free it from what is holding it back, or return to it what it needs. They return some part of him, something of his. Stay close to it for a while. Observe how it changes. Now, merge with it. Feel it within yourself. That version of yourself. Now, say out loud once again, I don't believe I can do it. Do you still believe in this conviction now? Yes or no? Do you currently feel the influence of this belief? Yes or no? Do you feel any interference from this belief right now? Yes or no? For many of you, this belief will automatically dissolve, disappear, and it will stop affecting you. The second, deeper way to work through not only a belief, but also some deep-seated mindset is, no matter what I do, the result will always be the same. An example, this is the only way to live. Another example, what do? Everything is the same at the beginning. You imagine one of your beliefs or mindsets, and then imagine which one of your sensations connects you to this mindset or belief. You see yourself as the person who believed in this mindset or belief. Establish contact with that part of yourself. And here the main point is added. We make contact with that version of ourselves and ask, how long ago did you come to believe in this conviction? After which experience of yours did this belief appear? What was it that you couldn't handle back then? How did you come to this conclusion? And that part will tell you either it was their own experience or it was an experience they adopted and took on themselves. After you become aware of where this belief originated, after which experience and what experience that part couldn't handle, the next thing you do is try as an adult to imagine what could have been done differently in that situation. How would you, as an adult, if you were there next to them, what would you have done differently so that you wouldn't think that way or come to believe in it? Got it? See this way out. This solution. If you need to, pause the video. Now, imagine yourself as an adult next to your younger self, reliving this experience differently, just the way you need, the way you believe is right. And now observe what is happening to your part, how it is changing. Feel that it has managed to cope with that experience. What does it look like now? If there is still an image of an external limitation, something affecting your body, like in the first exercise, we remove it. We let go of it. Simply dissolve it. Release it. If it's pain, let it go. If there's something missing inside, that image, return it to yourself. Got it? Now, bring this part of yourself back to you. Merge with it. Allow it to become a part of you. Got it? Notice how things have changed. Now, say out loud, whatever I do, it will always be the same. Do you believe that now? Or maybe you have your own belief. Does it resonate with you right now? Is it holding you back? If you manage to do this, you will feel tremendous relief. You will feel that you've let go, that you no longer believe in it. This is how we work. Through the figurative emotional system and by reliving this experience as if from the outside. Thank you. I definitely want to read your feedback. What did you work on? How did it go for you? Did you adopt this method for yourself? Give it a like. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel. That would make me happy. But maybe some of you would like to work with me personally in a therapeutic process or even embark on a longer journey. Message me privately. There's a link to contact me in the description. Below this video, you can write to me there. There are also many other interesting things there, so if you need anything, you'll find it all there. Thank you for your effort, and see you in my upcoming practices and videos for you.